Excuse me, this is P.O.C. It is currently, by the way, where I am present in the morning. The entity has the fake sun as I am walking down the same street where the entity, the people of the state, are engaged in criminal monitoring. The pattern of conduct is seen where you see that impossible light activity. They're stalking. Stalking is very specific and it's very personal. Every single last third party are stalking in this environment where you're looking at what is impossible light. Remember, the fake sun is not only a fake sun, but it's on the driver's side of their vehicle. So while their passenger side is facing me, the impossible light is traveling underneath the covered structure, okay? This is a stalker. And this is the entity. It's the population, and these are a population of demons. They commit murder. This is a criminal enterprise, not a city. Not a state, not any United States. The United States is engaged in the business of systematic murder, where they maintain criminal surveillance through everyone, of everyone, everywhere, at all times. And they engage in murder. Murder for hire, murder for profit. This is the city of Upland. This isn't even the demons in Ontario who know that they're under martial law. They know they're on lockdown. And the more that I document, the more that I speak the truth, which is speaking to their knowledge, the more spectacular the light activity. Did you notice that? How subtle it was at the beginning? The more and more, because that is tantamount to the threat posed. This is stalking in a driveway. There's no traffic either obstructing them. Either that 7-Eleven and those employees are going to prison. They're stalking in the path. I'm at this location in the morning where Upland police are stalking, conspicuously stalking by driving on the streets. This is going to prosecute Upland police who think that they're safe to stalk me on the roads and the highways. They're going to prison. What do you think the people of the state are doing during the course of a traffic stop where they are stalking? Under a fake sun. The fake sun that is on the driver's side of their vehicle, that would create a blockage of light, not the creation of light that's coexisting. That is speaking to, you're monitoring me. And they're demons that are monitoring. It's supernatural. And this is the same path I walked down this morning where the entity had the fake sun as I arrived after I arrived yesterday. And who's going to prison? Say it with me. Landivar. Landivar of Upland Police is going to federal prison, and he's going to be subject to mental examinations as his mental illness, which is a threat to the public, while he represents a police department that's engaged in systematic surveillance in order to get away with stalking conspicuously like he was during the 8 a.m. hour where the sun would never be over me at the same location. That is speaking to the ability to diagnose as I am convicting gang stalkers that thought that they were going to sacrifice me and then defame my character and then run off into the fake sunset with all of my money and assets. This is where the U.S. military is stalking me. Southwest Airlines, UPS, in the city of Upland. You know why? Because the city of Upland is engaged in the criminal conspiracy to commit murder. This is prosecuting the business, which is prosecuting the city, which is prosecuting the population, which is also speaking to what is necessary, martial law. 9 FWW 737. This white woman is out of her mind. She's bat-poo crazy. She's pacing. She's a psychopath, and the demons are becoming increasingly erratic and manic. This is what's happening with regard to the light activity as you measure it while you see the pacing. The ongoing activity under the fake sun that's aimed on me. They're mentally ill. They commit murders. They're keeping your genitalia under surveillance. Them and the children that they give birth to who are demons are sex offenders. Out the womb, they're sex offenders. They're perverts. They're keeping your genitalia under surveillance. They're all demons. Demons don't have an age. They don't have a race. They don't have a demographic. Demons are hiding in their children. Demons are hiding in them. They're hiding in demons like Landivar wearing police uniforms. I'm going to strip that demon of that uniform and he's going to federal prison. Because his mental illness is what is being displayed while I'm being gang stalked on the same street where he's present at 8 o'clock in the morning. So let's get these sex offenders over here stalking on behalf of the city. This is where Union Pacific is gang stalking on the Metrolink train station, on the Metrolink train lines. This is not a church. This is Satan's church. This is stalking. This is pacing, not trying to park. This is a psychopath. And you're diagnosing it, and you're going to prosecute. Okay, this is POC 7DXV486, gang stalking and furtherance of murder. This is white people stalking a black woman, by the way. Demons don't have a race, and they're absolutely psychotic, and these are the homosexuals that I told you about, obsessed with my vagina. While you're married to somebody else, while you're pregnant by him, he's a doctor, he's a demon. This is the entity that's stalking me. This lily white demon is gang stalking, license 9 Frank Wendy 737. POC, while I'm outside and they're stalking me, you know why? Because your identity is not the color of your skin. They're over here engaging in what is worshiping Satan at a fake church where their demonic children are attending preschool, and they even drop them off gang stalking me under the fake sun in the morning. This is POC. Everything about me is why they are here. The United States is engaging in nothing other than surveillance. Nothing other than surveillance. This is P.O.C. How many of these are the homosexual military that are stalking by being present in my path? This isn't even a real church. They're a bunch of demons, and they're a bunch of homosexuals, which is demon possession. RNCHORB, P.O.C. All right, this is where the fake church is present. This is where the entity is gang stalking by the commercial airline companies. And they're engaging what is stalking with light. And what do? All they can do, all Satan can do is just sit up and just act like it's not happening. And while they do that, this is the same evidence going to be used to have them committed. They're going to be committed with their psychopathic behavior while they're gang stalking, which is psychological torture to the ordinary targeted individual that's not equipped to encounter or deal with or even understand what they're subject to. And it is domestic terrorism. They're going to be prosecuted for treason. They're going to be prosecuted as the entity that is levying war against you, keeping you under surveillance, violating you sexually, stalking you like mom and daughter are inside of the Upland Public Library. They're out here monitoring my vagina while those demons pace in and out of that bathroom. This is the P.O.C. This is the humiliating pattern of conduct that the entity is going to be prosecuted for. And it's prosecuting those that are outside of the United States. And it is speaking to what is a prosecution for treason while the United States is engaging in what is levying war against American citizens, aiding enemies that are keeping us under surveillance outside of the jurisdiction of the U.S. And by the way, 7-Eleven employees are going to federal prison. This is P.O.C. It is currently 7:11 p.m. where the sun never reached Florida because it stayed on Euclid Avenue today. P.O.C.